Okay, we're back in Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak, and it's time to hit the streets at night. Now, this part looks great, doesn't it? Decoration people really dragging their feet. If they take any longer, I'm lighting a fire under somebody's ass. It'll be fine, I'm sure. We still have 3 more days. You really don't have to be so much of a slave driver about it. Can't help, it's either them or the neighborhood association, and those guys are even worse. Van, you can help later. You young folks gotta do your part. I'm not taking more work for free, lady. What do you mean by that? I mean, that's just how I feel. I want to make you happy. I owe the both of you so much for helping me get here, so that's why... Sorry, forget it, I'm just rambling. No, Jess, you can tell me what's on your mind. Well, this is awkward. None of my business anyway. Good luck, lovebirds. What do you mean by that? It's just how I feel. I want to make you happy. And they repeat that. Figures this is the hotspot. All the traffic just had to run right by the old lady's shop. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, you again, what do you want? You're not the boss of me. I can do whatever I want, so get lost. Spriggan's orbital bike. Oh-ho, you excited, boy. Still hyped up from the party, I imagine. Still drinking? Hell yeah, I am. We still got some of the booze from that hayway stash to work through. And I think there's still some of the meat left from the party we had with the prince. That should still be plenty tasty left over. Nice, man. Really was something else thinking back on it. Tell me about it. Just a ragtag bag of misfits having the time of their lives together. But you know, I don't mind parties like that. Me and the boys back in Longport, we lived to party and partied to live. Good times those were. What do you say? Want to round up some folks for round 2? Come on, you still got some youth left in you, right? Yeah, no, I get you, but it ain't happening. Well, I'll be damned. I knew you were hiding something. You're pretty good. You used to be top 8 in amateurs, and you got me on the back foot. It's been a while since I had a good match this good. Don't sell yourself short, Sir Victor. You've put many a knight to shame. You may even be able to hold your ground against the commander. Really, no, I'd love to sit down with them someday. Just how high is he rated? Well, at least they're having a good time. Van, care to join us? Nah, I'm good. I just drag you down. I knew the old guy enjoyed chess, but I never pegged master the type. Wow, I don't know how to play, but you two look like you're really good at it. Is it your turn, Grandpa? If I were the king, I'd do that. Well, that is hardly fair. You have a general assisting you. She's got a good head on her shoulders. I'm excited to play against her when she grows up.
This feels relaxing.
This might be the turning point of the whole match. I can play it safe, or I can make a big push. Esmeralda really can't handle her liquor. You'd think she'd stop at a loss. Here, have some water. Jeez, can you get home by yourself at least? Of course, no problem. But home, though? Nah, I'm staying at your place, Katra. Stop it, seriously. Van's here, too. No, I'm not. I say let her crash at your place. Better than trying to find a hotel. That really doesn't help. Come on, Esmeralda, you can walk. Let's move. Hold me nice and tight, and maybe I'll make it. Adios, almighty, you're a handful sometimes. Give her a breathalyzer. As a result of gross alcohol consumption, Esmeralda cannot walk unassisted. Probability of a hangover the following morning, 90%. Fia recommends drinking 1 liter of water tonight. Come on, Esmeralda, you can walk, let's move. And that's a repeat. Oh yeah, I got Fia's number before she left. We were talking about doing the rounds together during the festival. Guess I know what I'm doing for the day. It's kinda weird. We're not really friends, but we're more than acquaintances now. She knows a lot about Ida too, so I want to get to know her better. Yes, Mom, I get it, I promise. I'll be back in time for New Year's. I'll go ahead and talk to What, you already told her? Why wouldn't I? You already went off gallivanting over to Horacio without even telling us. And not to mention what the tabloids have been saying about you. Do you have the slightest idea of how worried we've been over you? I can explain. Just make sure you get all of your affairs in order and tidy yourself up before you come here, understand? By the by, if there's a special someone you're just getting serious with, you can totally bring them over with you if you want. Your mom won't mind. Give me a break. You're asking the impossible. Sounds like an important family call. I won't butt in. From the sound of it, she's talking to her mom. As far as I know, she was a theater actress. And the second Grim Cat. Tough nut to crack. Her grandma's probably worse, though. She was a chanson singer and the first Grim Cat. Wouldn't want to mess with her. You realize I have better things to do with my life, right? Like, I don't know, my career is the biggest movie. Excuse me? What do you mean, look for someone at work? You're not seriously expecting me to do that? You really... And that's just a repeat. So we can't go out. Thank you, Paulette. Truly, I really had a great time. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, even if the food wasn't mine. Is that so? That's, too bad. I would have loved some of your cooking. So, about the festival. I mean, do you want to maybe go with me? With Yume too, of course. May I have this date? I'm afraid I can't, sorry. But I wouldn't mind if you showed Yume around at the festival. And I might just come along with you. Jeez. Well, that's fine by me. Wow, he actually had the balls to ask, and she agreed, sorta. He's got a real marathon out of him. I'll have to keep an eye on how he does. Thank you, Paulette. I'll make it the best day of her life. Don't go crying just yet. You better not pass that habit on to Yume, okay? Right, I'll make sure of it. Can't blame her for being wary of him. Dude's got a lot of ground to make up. Harry looks super happy. He gets to play with Mr. Hawker all day. But then, does that mean he's not playing with us? I kinda wanted to play with him too. I want to go to the festival with Harry.
Welcome! Thanks for stopping by.
Huh? Didn't I bump into this guy in Longley? Horacio too, actually. I'm home. How you kids been doing? Dad? Wait, did you always look like that? I'm hurt. How can you forget your dear father's face? Hasn't been that long, has it? Well, you were gone for a whole year, Dad. You sent that letter saying you'd be home soon, 3 months ago. Where the heck were you? Would it really have killed you to keep in touch more often? I mean, seriously, 3 months of nothing as if you just died, or... My boy's wise beyond his years. Sounds like a parent already. Maybe if you have some souvenirs, that'd sweeten the deal, or let us keep some of your loot, maybe. My word, you kids are harsh, but I suppose I do owe it to you for being away so long. C'est la vie. Now, gather around for Papa Filinkov's show and tell. I've got quite the assortment for you today, curated for my year-long trip. Whoa. Apples didn't fall far from the tree, huh? Oh, no, didn't I see you on my last trip? Hey, didn't think you were from the neighborhood. Indeed I am. I've actually heard about you in the letters my kids send me. You're a Spriggan, yes? Hope they're not too big a thorn in your side. No, this is the stuff. Antiques, rare parts, supremacy, justice. I want all the techies. She, thinks she might have forgotten how to speak. This time he went from the Free Cities all the way to the Mayuia Archipelago just to get his hands on some vintages. He's really committed, I'll give him that. Guess I can't complain, now we get to eat dinner together for the first time in ages. Like, I really don't know anything about the those islands. I think that might be the first time I ever heard of them. And that's all my shopping done. Thank you for your help, Sheena. No problem. So why did you buy so much, Mom? Because the festival's coming up, silly. And as per tradition, I'm cooking up dishes for the whole neighborhood. Right, you do that every year. Why don't you try cooking something this year, Sheena? You can give it to someone you really like. Someone I really like, but...
Well...
You don't have to think so hard about it. It can just be a friend. You're a part of this neighborhood, too, so sooner or later you'll be taking part anyway. I know, I just know Harry's gonna get the wrong idea if I give him food I made myself. And that's a repeat. There's the door. When? How long has it been since we last ate together, actually? Suppose I only have myself to blame. I've been crunching for years now. All that just be rewarded with a demotion. Am I the real problem? Well, dinner's ready. I know we have to talk this over as a family, but how do we even begin to unpack it all? Especially when I'm the one who pushed Curtis this far. I don't get it. I know this is all my fault. I'm just glad we avoid making this a police thing, but one wrong move in the entrance exam wouldn't have even mattered anymore. You've always been like this. How can we just change? You're a lucky girl, Anya. Work's keeping me tied down all through the festival. Banquets, parties, all that crap. It's all a nightmare this time of year. You know, you complain about this every year. They were saying, what, 200,000 if we can get that many people at the festival? Don't even get me started. It's going to be a nightmare. Real giveaway is GDP. More money in people's pockets means more tourists at the festival, and they were saying the GDP rose 25% this year. Really? Then that means... Yeah, using this index you can calc figures here like so. Not the most likely friendship, but good for them. We were just talking about the rise of pork barrel politics. It's really shifting the market around as of late. Want to shoot the shit? Sorry, all that just flew over my head. Gonna have to pass. We're still just a bathhouse, you know? There's not a whole lot we can do to celebrate the festival outside of just doing the usual. That Tidal Times reporter gives a glowing review. That should help in the short term. Just might need to prepare for a big rush of customers as a result. I should probably get on that. So yeah, I don't know if I ever explained it, but if you didn't know what pork barrel politics is, that's when the politics use tax money to fund their personal projects. Oh? You've something on your mind, I see. It doesn't seem to be troubling you, but it does concern you in a sense. Can't hide anything from you, can I? Just ran into an old face for the first time in a while is all. That obvious I'm worked up, huh? Man. I'm running a bit late today. I had some business to attend to this morning. But now that I'm here, I can lead you in prayer for as long as you wish. Thanks much. Goodness me, tomorrow I'm visiting the great cathedral for a meeting in Bishop Nikolai's stead. He did tell me it was time I broadened my horizons. Well, I certainly can't let him down, can I? I'll give it my all. Well, well, I don't often see you here at Toil. Now, who's a good kitty cat? You want some pats? I think you do. Oh, Killjoy, did it come on too strong? Or is he perhaps inviting me to follow him instead? Well, considering he freaking hissed at you, no he isn't. Alas, he's just such a sourpuss. But I have to at least earn his favor before I up and croak. What secrets is he hiding? So yeah, her head is glitching out there because it doesn't know which way to turn. You little tease, I Toil. You keep playing hard to get and that only makes me want to tail you more. You're better at leading people on than I could ever hope to be. Teach me your ways, Master Toil, I beg you. Wait, really? You got time off for the Revolution Festival? Yes, I did. Work is still plenty busy, but I pulled some strings to get the festival off. So what do you say, Harry? You want to hit the town with Dad? Yeah, for sure. I want to hit the food stalls. Dad's been working so much lately, I wonder if he can even keep up with me. Gotta tell Mark and Sheena. They're probably gonna tag along too, aren't they? We didn't tell them about it, but well... It's off my business for quite a long while. I've needed this break to decompress. All that constant work just isn't good for me, you know? It's been some time since I've seen Harry, and I'm sure he has much to tell me, and I him. So I think that's everyone. Once we leave this building, that is. Mount Roar's completely booked tonight, I heard. I'm glad you guys get to relax, now that the Mafia's died down a bit. I get the feeling this year's festival is going to be a real barn burner, so you gotta rest up and recharge your batteries while you can. Can't tell if her head was glitching, too.
Looking is always free, you know.
Come back for more anytime.
I get to see Jess perform live tonight, first time in ages. I could barely even sleep last night. Can't help it, I'm just too excited. Gotta make sure I'm all ready. Maybe I should prepare a little surprise for him.
How is it this late?
Yeah, I spoke to those people, so... Off to Riverside we go.
Off we go.
Today's Jess's big day. He'll be debuting his first major label single live today. If he makes it, that is. He's actually running late. Got a bad feeling about this. We don't sell this much every day, and Jess isn't the type to no call, no show, right?
Well,
Well, if it isn't Van.
Pleasure to see you again, Van. Good on you for coming, darling. We just got started here. And I'm on my way out. Come on, Arkwright. Why not join us for a little chat? Haven't seen you since Horacion. I bet we got loads to catch up on. How about no? We had our fun, but I ain't looking to make friends. My thanks go as far as you sending over the full payment for the Horacion gig. The boss enjoyed himself a fair bit. Don't be surprised if you see a neat little bonus come your way. He was going to pay you anyway, whether he figured out his plan or not. But if he hadn't, Van here would have sadly found himself too indisposed to enjoy his paycheck. The hell is his problem? You look like a saint by comparison. Bastard didn't even care about all those lives, didn't he? Like Retzi and I were saying, that guy's pure poison. That Dantes, though, now there's a real son of a bitch. Bastard's in a league all his own, even when compared to an Anguisse. You're joking. Oh, I feel faint. I'm not sure how much more I can take hearing about him before my heart gives out. Well, I'm no saint. It's a small comfort knowing I don't quite compare to the heights of this madman. For a lapdog, you sure do love pulling at your master's leash. It'll slip right out of his hands soon enough. Please keep me far, far away from that business whenever that happens. My mind, this info is solid gold. Too bad I'll have to keep mum about it, or I might not enjoy my life for much longer.
Alrighty.
Are that walking disaster of a man, the golden butterfly, and Edith? Who knows? Haven't heard from him since Horacion. Probably out, reporting to the big boss. Don't get comfortable, though. Can't imagine they're going to keep away for long. This year's Revolution Festival is shaping up to be quite the spectacle, eh? Son of a bitch. It's been the talk of the town as of late. Do you mean about Calvert finally overtaking Ereboni in terms of sheer power? President Gramhart is many things, but a boring man he is not. That's one way of putting it. By the way, weren't you going back to the dorms with Anya's? Shouldn't you be studying or something? A lot more interesting stuff to do with life than hang out with this bag of bones. Watch it, Arkwright. Walter reached out to me right after I arrived. He has some information I'm interested in hearing, so I figured a meetup would be worthwhile. And you needn't worry, I made sure to file the proper curfew extension so I can stay out as late as I please. The hell kind of school are you then running in there? Calm yourself, Van Darling. No need to get your panties in a bunch. It's not like I'm taking her drinking or anything, so don't worry about that. There's no need to worry about me. I'll be heading home shortly. Good job with work today. Would you be up for a drink? How about no, especially if it'll get you home sooner. You're gonna worry Anya's if you keep this up, you know. You should tuck in early today, Van. Get some nice rest and relaxation in. Better keep yourself in tip-top shape. There's a lot for us to look forward to. You said it. A lot to look forward to, right.
What are you in the mood for? Aw, you're leaving already?
Alright, time to kick back and get some proper R&R. I see that bunch are up to their usual tricks. He sure knows how to keep things lively.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
We've tried everything, but nothing beats some good old fried food. Carbs the way to go. Nothing better for the soul than some good fried chicken and a beer to wash it all down. Still gonna nail the flavor on it. Maybe need some more vinegar. No, you're thinking too small. How about we add some sides to it, like a salad combo? That idea ain't half bad. You might be onto something here. So that's a repeat. Dang, does she ever slow down? Barely just hired her and she's already planning new menu items. We're heading in the right direction, I'd say. We'll see what customers think of the new menu tomorrow. Gotta hand it to her, though. Primo's enthusiasm is downright infectious. Girl's a firecracker.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Yummy.
Dingo. Just you watch. I'll become... Look at you, getting wasted all by your lonesome. At least she's got what it takes to make it as far as the after party. Sorry for the hassle, Shino. Want me to look after her? Don't worry about it. Let her sleep. Mariel's put in a lot of work today. I'd say she's earned it. I heard you two found Dingo's notebook. Sure did. Could have done it if Dingo hadn't laid it out for us so well, though. Did everything in style right till the end. Sounds like Dingo, alright. Care for a drink? Here's a sidecar, a little on the sweet side. On the house, of course. Consider it my congratulations for a job well done. Dingo's favorite drink, yeah? Much appreciated. Cheers to the pretty boy. I'll wake her shortly and call a cab for her if she needs one. Good night, Van, and do remember to take it easy once in a while. Will do. Thanks, Shino.
Hello.
Okay, I didn't actually drink that one yet.
Thank you.
You'll get the scoop. Cheer up, Dingo. How about a toast? I know the festival isn't until tomorrow, but it feels appropriate. Cheers, I'm grateful for the turn my life has taken, broadening my horizons. It's been so much fun. But most of all, I'm grateful I met you, Lodi. Couldn't have said it better myself. Cheers to new friends. Speaking of which, do you have any plans for the Revolution Festival, Selma? Yeah, wait, no I don't have anything going on. Why do you ask? That's a relief to hear. What do you say we go out together? I guarantee it's going to be a whole lot more fun than going alone. Are you serious? I mean, of course, I'd love to go with you. You, me, festival, we go, have good time, kettle corn, yes, I'm glad you said yes, but, you okay? You look a little red there. Sorry, I gotta go. Be seeing you, Selma. I'll hit you up later so we can plan it all out. Yeah, definitely. Just let me know. Everything's peachy here. No way. Was Lodi planning on inviting me this whole time? He's such a dreamboat, so chill, so relaxed. Doesn't throw a hissy fit at the drop of a hat. Max would be eating his heart out. She got really excited when I invited her to the Revolution Festival. Guess she's really looking forward to it. All my friends said they'd be working during the festival. So glad Selma and I are friends. After all, the Revolution Festival is all about spending time with your buddies. Hope we can join up with some of my friends later on. What's a festival without friends? I'm sure Selma would agree with me. Alright, everyone's cars passed inspection. Jennifer will be joining us right before we start. And she'll be coming with a total beast in tow, so look forward to that. Got it. Let's get out there. No accidents, you hear? Hell yeah, I'm feeling like a million Mira. We're going full throttle today. Jennifer is one of the best drivers on the team. She's the real deal. Wonder just how fast she'll fly once her car's in top shape. No, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Ah yeah, finally finished in here. Engine replacement done. Well, doesn't she look pleased as punch? Hold it there, you ain't done just yet. It looks pretty done to me. But it's not. I told you before that if you wire everything to the orbital system like that, the balance will be all out of whack. This ain't your run-of-the-mill cobble anymore, so you can't go treating it like one. Right on, boss. I'll fix it up in a jiffy. She planning on pulling an all-nighter? Well, better get used to it if she's going to be working for the old man. Can't wait to get behind the wheel of my new cobble. Pedal's about to really hit the metal. She's not quite there yet, but she's coming along. Jennifer's the hands-on type, so it's best to let her learn by throwing her into the fray. Just hope this is a decent learning experience for her. Lashkar finally fell asleep. It's really sudden. The exhaustion might have finally caught up to him. Though small, I'm grateful he's able to find some respite and sleep. I'll provide him with some medication to help soothe him once he wakes up. Just hope it can help, if even a little. Likewise, I'll be there for him however I can from here on. Things will eventually start looking up. At least he's not alone, and we'll still have Kaina with him.
Alrighty.
Lashkar's asleep in the dormitory thanks to the medicine Father Manser gave him. Don't worry about him. I'll be sure to look after him. Both Kaina and the guild will be looking after him as well. Truly believe that Lashkar will one day be able to move on from this tragedy. I've prescribed some medication to help soothe Lashkar's mind. Certainly not enough, that much I know. That boy is going through so much right now. We must hold steadfast for him and support him through these trying times. Citizens of Central Eastern descent come to this temple to celebrate during the Revolution Festival. I'm still new around these parts, so it's nice getting the chance to experience something familiar. Can't properly celebrate if you're not comfortable, after all. You can't properly enjoy it otherwise. Dad couldn't make it today. but he said he can come celebrate Festival Day with us at the temple. It's been a long time since we left Alsheim. I'm really excited to spend the festival with everyone. And I think that's everyone that's there. Off to Station Street we
Taking
go.
off now.
Hey, Giordano's back. Hey, just wanted to let you know we got Dingo's notebook back. Glad to hear it. It's worth hanging on to. Came across all kinds of people when I was still dealing in shady stuff, but seeing Dingo off in Krail is gonna stick out in my mind for the rest of my life. Always up on the straight and narrow, guy with principles, that one, ever since I known him, really. It ain't hard to imagine him being like that since he was young. Starting to feel like a good time to go out for drinks. What do you say you join me, big boy? Gonna pass on this one, maybe some other time. I know you're just messing with me. Come on, let's have some fun.
Guess it's time for me to leave.
Good job, me. You totally smashed today's quota. My boss has been real happy about how awesome my sales figures have been lately. At this rate, I'm gonna get that end-of-the-year vacation guaranteed. It's really packed out here. This might be the busiest Revolution Festival we've had yet. We need to be on our highest alert. Some crook might want to try infiltrating the capital while we're all distracted. I don't expect that to happen, but we must remain vigilant regardless.
Catch a revival showing of the smash hit, Wolves Requiem.
So Wolves Requiem is back in the theater, apparently. Erin's took so long today, it's already late. But mine is much stronger now, and she hasn't been complaining as much. Don't know where she gets all that energy from. Even I'm tired. She's growing up so nicely. Mommy gets tired quickly when she's shopping. That's why I said we should take a break. Ilhan's been thinking of setting up another startup out of nowhere, as if this place wasn't hard enough to manage, but I've been doing well enough handling things by myself. Just wish he had any idea how hard it really is. He's too easygoing. Sure, he has his occasional breakthroughs, but that's the extent of his genius. It annoys me just thinking about it. Getting ready for the Revolution Festival is when it really dawns on you that the year is almost over. I've only been working here part-time for 3 months, to be fair. But that only means I still have a lot of room to improve. I have to live up to the store's reputation. Carlo gave me a real earful yesterday when I suggested starting a new business. Told me it wasn't a coincidence the shop was as successful as it was, that it was the work of all the employees here. And he's right about that. I've been focusing on the wrong things. That's not the kind of suggestion I can make on a whim.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
Good work with today's performance. Not 100% perfect, but the audience liked it. I think we did good. We have to practice so we can nail our big performance during the Revolution Festival. Sayla, come on, quit it with all the business talk. Relax for a moment and toast with me. To the success of With You's debut performance. Yeah, you're right. Let's go and celebrate our future success. I just know it's going to work out for us. We're going to kill it with our debut performance. I know a lot hinges on our debut performance, yeah. But I believe in us. As long as we're together, we'll make the impossible possible. We gave it our all in today's performance. We just have to keep it up for the first day. Our group With You will disband if the label doesn't see numbers they like. We can't let that happen, so we'll make our debut a success. They'll see the true potential behind us. If we can't do it, then no one can. I'm sure of it now. The Basel Institute of Sciences professors have all been invited to the Revolution Festival this year. I'm aware that Professor Hamilton wasn't present last year, nor a few years before that. It's their first time attending in a while. I did hear they're planning on unveiling new weaponry, that which Professor Cronkite himself was involved in developing. Weaponry is not one of my areas of interest, but I'm nonetheless intrigued to see the fruits of his labor. Okay, let's see what's going on at the guild. A report's just come in from Luca, the receptionist for the Eurasian branch. Everything got real complicated real fast, but negotiations were underway to help get things under control. She used all resources available to prevent the worst-case scenario from unfolding. She really did a wonderful job there. Luca, my granddaughter, has been heartbroken over not being able to prevent what happened in Crail Village. Well, she did a good job where she could. Crail's tragedy isn't something she should shoulder by herself. No one up here.
One bullet can change your fate. Catch a revival showing of the smash hit, Wolves Requiem.
They're testing the festival's lighting tonight. So you can see the Wolves Requiem billboard right there in the background. This is totally going to be post-worthy. Can't wait for the likes to come rolling in. So we can also see it right there now that I think about it. I really don't understand what the heck you're on about sometimes. Actually, I forgot to mention that I did get one ticket to the EGC. What? Why did you say that earlier? Come on, what were you biting your tongue for? I can't believe you. That's like mind-blowing. Wait. Pump the brakes there a little. It wasn't even a minute ago that you were getting all depressive on me. This is the EGC we're talking about, the EG freaking C. Think about all the models and actresses you'll get to meet. This is so exciting, and on the day of the festival too, yeah? This is so hype. It's just like her excitement saps away all mine in an instant. And that's a repeat. You know, they're linked. I've talked to loads of people from this company, but nothing's clicking. It's a prestigious place and all, but the higher ups seem nice. I don't want to say no definitively, but I don't know. And I'm lost. And the streets are in general, man, I wish I knew.
Well,
So that's... Yeah, that's the Sheena Dirk one there. Gloria, or something like that. That's Giordano down there. I'm not sure what to pick. Practical gift might be the way to go, something she'll get good use out of rather than something that won't last. Hey Rosette, you're out too, huh? Mr. Arkwright, hello there, surprised to see you here. Are you on patrol tonight? Yeah, night's still young after all. You shopping around for a gift? I am. It's for one of my Marduk colleagues in Orid. Her birthday is next month. Co-worker from Marduk, she's also a concierge? She is indeed, one of our very best too. She's primarily in charge of operations in the Free Cities. In fact, I believe you met her when you were sent to Orid for tactic lessons. Oh yeah, that perky woman that was helping me. Must be that Spriggan dude I keep hearing about. If you're looking for Rosette, you're fresh out of luck, but don't fret, because I'm taking her place, for a few weeks anyway. Security Chief Kasim's good training's going to take you to hell and back, but I'm sure you'll live, and if not, then I'll be there to pick up your remains. Those warnings did not do Kasim's training justice. Shit was real rough, but she was a great help. Has quite an eye for details. That's her, alright. She's aware of my circumstances despite the state I'm in. She's always incredibly patient and has stuck with me throughout my practical tests. More than just a colleague, she's a dear friend. Sounds like she's pretty great. Sad to say, I'm probably the wrong person to ask if you want help picking out a gift for a woman. We're only doing half a day tomorrow, so take all the time you need picking out a gift. Thank you. Make sure you get some rest too. We might see that character in one of the sequel games. I've seen a brunette concierge, so I'm guessing that's her. What happened to Crail's tragedy that will forever weigh on me, but we can't let that hold us back forever. We gotta live our lives for them too. Food demands always skyrocket right before the festival. We're used to it now though, so we'd always stock up on additional supplies from Crail. My friend being able to hook us up this time with produce from Orid has been a lifesaver. I think she mentioned visiting for the Revolution Festival, so that might be the perfect time to thank her for it.
I'm proud of all my wares. It's been a pleasure.
A lot has happened this year, but we're on the last stretch now. If the stars align, I might even open up my own business next year, and by stars I mean Mira. I get you. Heard they're finally cutting off war reparations. Worried it might lead to a recession. Cutting all that cash flow is going to have some repercussions. It's as easy as just saying no. The pharmaceutical industry has been growing lately. Even Vern's getting in on it with this new company of theirs that's just started. Maybe I should snoop around a little. They're still not open to the public, so now might be a good time as ever. I won't get my hopes up.
Does anything catch your eye?
Limited edition Revolution Festival
I hope I see you again.
is on sale throughout the building. We invite everyone to come and see for yourselves.
If you're looking for Kaina, I sent her home early. She needs some time to herself. I know things will only get busier with the festival coming up, but it's a much-needed break. Right now is not the time to be worrying about other stuff. Much so I want to know what's up with Almana's weapons popping up in the black market, plus whatever Marduk and Zect are up to. They're shady as all hell. I don't trust it.
You got a permit, yeah?
And
You better
the
take good care
final
of it.
weapons haven't
Thank
appeared
you for
yet.
visiting the Weston department store.
Been a while since I last got the chance to buy some stock from repair shops and black market dealers. I did happen to hear a survivor of Krail's been working at Thunder's. Mighty awful what happened there. Feel sorry for the lass. It's the kind of wound even revenge can't heal. You don't just bounce back from something so awful.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
I've got some. Best come.
Limited edition
Best
Revolution
come again
Yeah,
soon.
pass.
on sale throughout the building.
Everyone's seeking new vestments for the upcoming Revolution Festival. It's nice seeing an every year occurrence still present. Tensions are easing. I've thought about running a promotional campaign for Rossio designer clothing this winter. No one from the fashion industry got arrested, thankfully, but stock prices on Rossio have been plummeting regardless due to everything. I'd be delighted to lend my own support to our partners in the clothing industry to help rectify the public's opinion.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for visiting the Weston
We await your
department
next
store.
visit.
Yeah.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
I'll leave the interior design to someone more capable. I'll focus on deliveries, but those look like they're on track as well.
Shopping with us.
Though I think I have an idea to appeal to tourists. I'll leave the smaller details to those closer to running those events.
Your attention
Our main focus this time is garnering interest and making it enjoyable.
limited edition
Everything's on track thanks to everybody's efforts. I'm so proud of all the hard work everyone's put in. My husband said he'd be home late tonight, but he just sent me the sweetest letter and... Hey, Marguerite, I got this vibe from you earlier, but I was wondering, you don't actually like your husband, do you? What kind of question is that? Is it that hard to imagine I'd love my husband for his thoughtfulness and kindness, and not just for his deep pockets? But here I thought you were totally a gold digger, that you were only in it with him because he's crazy rich. Well, it explains why listening to you talk about your relationship wasn't, like, clicking at all. You're being awfully rude, Beth. I'm not exactly thrilled to hear that's what you thought of me. But that aside, do you really think that any relationship you ever involve yourself in will work out with that attitude of yours? I had to stop and yawn. I'm sorry? Maybe I'm being a tad too blunt, but the way you're acting shows absolutely no respect for your prospective partner at all. No man richer now will want a lasting relationship with you when you treat him that way. Except for some lowlife looking to take advantage of you instead. No, but gold digging is my life's mission. What else am I supposed to do? Here I thought Marguerite and I were kindred spirits, but whatever, who cares about what she says? The Revolution Festival's just around the corner. This'll be my big chance. This is it, the final battle. I gotta keep going. I did get the impression something was wrong with Beth, but I guess now everything's come back to bite her. Complacency's a killer. If she expects everything to fall into her lap, she'll miss out on the wonderful things she could be doing at the festival. Though she's still young, the most I can do is keep an eye on her and hope she'll eventually come to her senses. Administrator Wesley has been workshopping other ways to attract customers to the rooftop area during the festival, including new items and events. I'm still new here, but I hope I'll be able to get along with everyone. A good workplace environment leads to good work being done. Fingers crossed this will be the first of many years working here, but no use worrying about the future. Gotta focus on the now.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Let's do this.
Okay, I guess everyone's in here. You know, normally it's my job to approach someone like you, not the other way around. I did have my eye on you already, I'll admit. The fact you know us must be a sign that Adios herself wanted us to meet. You're too kind, Mr. Producer. But you don't have to pretend. I know you're more interested in San than me, aren't you? Damn, you're perceptive. Definitely a sharp one, that's for sure. Then did you contact me because you want me to recruit you along with her? Actually, no. If anything, I prefer you to focus your efforts on San alone. She deserves a chance to be proud of herself and what she does, so please, if you can give her the opportunity. I see. You think this is what she needs to gain more confidence, to step away from what's expected of her as an Easterner. Is that what you're getting at here? Exactly. Seems you're not only a good eye, but a good ear as well. I wanted to speak with you in order to make sure you were actually interested in San for who she is. She's got a lot on her plate, after all. But I know this will be good for her. An opportunity like this will mean more to her than you'll ever know. Well, you're not wrong. I've caught myself thinking that she has a certain beauty that transcends her background. If If I were to compare her to an actress, I'd say she's not unlike Nina Fendley. In any case, I think she's someone with a lot to uniquely offer. Tell you what, why don't we sit down and talk sometime soon, all three of us? It'll be her call in the end, of course, but how does that sound? I was just about to suggest that myself. How about I bring her around and we take it from there? You mean after the EGC is over? I like the way you think. It's a deal. We'll meet right here on the night of the festival. Looking forward to good news from the two of you. At the end of the day, it'll be up to San whether to pursue this modeling opportunity or not. But I hope she does. She'll finally get recognition for living by nobody's rules but her own. When I go looking for new models on the street, I like to think I put more stock in their individuality rather than their background. Still, to have a friend of someone I had my eye on approach me the way she did, that's definitely a new one. Either way, challenge accepted. Let's see if I can't draw out the San girl's potential one way or the other. Already festival time again, huh? This past year has definitely been a mixed bag, you could say. Either way, I still plan on working here next year. Hopefully my little brother will find some place to start working too. I'm hopeful next year will be good. I'll have to keep working my butt off, especially so I can teach my little brother everything he needs to know. Whenever the festival draws near, people tend to find themselves more interested in the history of this cafe. Certainly, I myself ponder it. When I think about how Sheena Dirk and her companions used to talk about Calvert's future right by that window, I feel overcome with emotion. I ended up viewing that film Gloria as well. Ever since then, I feel I'm better able to picture how this place looked and felt in those days. It's given me a renewed understanding of just how privileged I am to inherit this cafe. I have a duty to uphold that legacy as best I can.
Welcome. We await your next visit.
Oh, that's... In case you're wondering, I didn't see the cat down here. I see the marker on the map, and I'm like, where is it? Is it upstairs? Yeah. Looks like he's deep in thought about something in the middle of all this excitement. I wouldn't put it past him. Standoffish though he may be, I'd say his intelligence more than makes up for it. In fact, I regard him as something of a genius. I'm quite certain he's ruminating about something or other. Spoken like a true cat, Dad. You sure do love that little furball, huh? No way, I won the lottery to go see the EGC. The odds are so low I only entered for fun. I didn't think I was going to win it. I'm going to go see the EGC live and in person. Maybe my luck's not so rotten after all. Adios must have decided to show me a little mercy after not getting anywhere with attracting scouts. Thank you, Goddess, thank you. Guess the festival's almost here. Everybody else seems to be excited about it. As for me, I can't say I'm really looking forward to it. When you're into the sort of things I am, you don't exactly have friends. I think I'm starting to feel depressed. Maybe something big will happen during the festival. Not gonna touch that one with a 20-foot pole. Hey, San, came here to hang out? Guess things really are getting back to normal if you're doing that. Hate to do this, but I have some kind of depressing news to share with you. What is it? Don't beat around the bush. Spit it out. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be running all over the place getting interviews for the Revolution Festival. Then after that, I'm pretty much going to be working constantly until the end of the year because they need me to edit and help with other stuff. If that wasn't enough, I'm gonna be stuck in Longport working even more during the Lunar New Year. It just never ends. That's it? I was expecting something worse. Ouch, you could sound at least a little bummed. That's it? You know that means we won't be able to spend the holidays together like we always have, right? Yeah, so I was already planning on spending that time with my friends anyway. Seriously, Chen, you should hurry up and find yourself a girlfriend. There's more to life than just work and your little sister. Can't believe I've got you telling me that now, too. I don't know if I should be happy or sad that you're so grown up now. My brother can be so non-committal. I think that's why people push him around and are always trying to mooch off him for help. He can be pretty stubborn when he wants to be, though. Maybe once things calm down with work, he'll start to change. We'll see.
Well...
Can't believe San could be so nonchalant about this. Guess it's nice that I don't need to worry about her, but it still depresses me, you know? She could at least pretend to be bummed out. That's the cafe. This is the movie theater. Took me a second there to remember where I was. Crap. Almost missed this one. It was nice to see Marielle make a name for herself before the festival. Dingo was always worried about that girl, but she's doing just fine now. Maybe he can finally rest easy. Especially now that his legacy is in her hands, just like he wanted. I'd like to think so. Marielle idolized him, and she was so determined to reach his level. When he died, I was worried she was going to lose her way, but she's pushing forward harder than ever. I think she owes a lot of that to your leadership. In the end, Dingo is avenged, and that's what matters. Now it's on to us to keep going. That starts at the Revolution Festival. I'm sure our publication will be examining it through a different lens, but I look forward to seeing what you bring to the table. Likewise, you can be sure we'll be putting up a good fight on the newsstands like always, Chief Cunning. Meld and Tyrell might approach things differently, but that's not to say we don't see eye to eye on anything at all. I've got Dingo and Marielle to thank for helping me to realize that. Chief Cunning knew how to put Dingo and his talent as a reporter to good use. He's definitely got an eye for people, and he also has principles that he abides by. I could stand to learn a thing or two from him. Our reporters are still conducting follow-up investigations into what took place, but we're also preparing for the Revolution Festival now. Festivities are shaping up to be so different from previous years, and there are sure to be tons of announcements. Everyone's going all out.
Well, I heard.
Hey, did you see?
How about some nice cold...
The Revolution Festival coming up is sure to attract tourists from all over Zemuria. Part of me wonders if I should tweak my lineup of ice cream and other sweets for the event to skew towards stuff that represents the city. Actually, maybe I should try and recreate different regional flavors of ice cream from around Calvert sometime too, to promote unity and stuff. I won't have enough time for this year, but it'd be fun to get people from those areas to try them and tell me how good it lives up to the real thing.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
Looks like they finally caught Carmen. I'm glad the civilians are being so cooperative and all, but let me tell you, going from the emergency declaration of the festival's got me worn out. And that's before getting into how a greater proportion are expected to be coming in from out of town, even out of the country. Right? I wish we could get a month in between so we could catch our breath a little. I know, once the festival's all wrapped up, do you want to go on a vacation somewhere together? Sounds nice, huh? Just us gals wandering around, relaxing and shaking off all that pent-up stress? Like how I need it. Don't make me think about it, not when we've still got so much work to do. But you have a point, I could at least use a little breather. I haven't had any time to unwind lately. Let's do it, there's no harm in a breather. Can't stay on top of our work if we don't stay on top of our Z's. Seeing as New Year's just around the corner, once the Revolution Festival's behind us, I'm thinking it might be due for a little vacation. I might be due for a little vacation. Can't stay on the top of my game as an officer for the end of the year unless I take time off to recharge while I can. Long lies nice, yeah, but I prefer to take Karen to some other tourist spots. We can go to Rumiferia now the situation in Messelim's under control again. Plus, they got real loyalies out there. I'm dying to try one for myself. What are the reasons we need to go, right?
How about some popcorn, huh?
We've seen a lot happen this past year, even when it comes to just movies. It was an eventful year. We got a new film festival, guest star Dylan passed away all of a sudden, Judith Lannister had that big scandal, list goes on and on. I think when people look back on this year, they might think of it as a big turning point for the industry. I know I sure will. Before I watched that Gloria film, I had my reservations about Neil Huntley being cast as the lead. But midway through the movie, my misgivings faded somewhat. I'm getting to the point where I need to take a break. You can see how she won the award for Best Actress. For a newbie, she's definitely got some serious acting chops, I'll give her that much. Beyond that, the crew clearly did their research. I was impressed at their attention to detail, even down to the characters' accessories.
Alrighty.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
I should mention we're screening Golden Blood. You can watch either the standard release or the director's cut. Since it made such an enormous stir, we figured it'd make for a fine way to end this year. I hear that Salvatore Gatti is going to be at the Revolution Festival. Apparently the government requested that he personally oversee the event. If the circumstances permit, I hope he can pay us and our viewers another visit once the festival is over. Nothing up there. Ticket sales for Gloria Dawn of the Revolution have been through the roof lately. They're almost as high as the opening weekend numbers, which is kind of insane. It's probably because of the festival. People must want to learn more about their country and its history. Despite the controversy prior to its premiere, it's well regarded for its historical authenticity and political theming.
Hello. If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
So we've seen Wolves Requiem and Golden Blood. It's Climber story that's new. Let's grab a seat. This documentary is a dramatization of a memoir left behind by a mountain climber. The brutal intensity of mountaineering is laid bare against the ethereal beauty of Calvert's most famous peaks and valleys. The most impressive of which is the Tian Shan Mountains in the eastern region of the Republic. Nicholas, the author of the memoir, serves as the narrator as the team ascends the mountain using a route that was believed to be unscalable.
This isn't the first time I've gazed at the gaunt face of death. It awaits us all at the bottom of the abyss, yearning for our fall when a boulder bars our way. I've never seen a mountain rob the hope of the climbers challenging it. That is, not before today. It's been 10 days since we started our ascent, yet the summit is not even in sight. When you scale a mountain, death scales right behind you. Elman, Massif, and Gessner were among the greatest mountaineers in all the world. Yet even they were claimed by death while on the climb to the top. Man is utterly powerless before the mountain. The frailty of humanity is unmasked in the face of nature's raw majesty. So then, why does man climb the mountain? And to that I say, I do not know. All I know is that the vast world beyond the summit has seized hold of my soul, and it will never let go.
And that's it. If you can't tell from the sound of my voice, I'm not that impressed. Van, is that you? Well, look who it is. You came here all by yourself? Maybe. I was thinking it might be nice to maybe catch something, and before I knew it, I found myself here. Did you come here to watch this movie too? Yes, you could say that. You were smart to pick a documentary, one of the better genres to enjoy by yourself in my opinion. I know what you mean. Before I knew it, I was completely sucked into what was going on. Except at one point, I suddenly saw Dingo in my mind. But he didn't look like he was sad or in pain or anything. He was smiling, softly. Looked like he was in such peace. Made me so happy to see that. Really happy, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry, I must sound crazy right now, talking like that. Nah, not at all. Hearing that from you honestly brings me a little comfort. Thanks, Thanks, Marielle. Conversation continued. The two sides part way. So we're getting close to having all of them. I think there's 2 missing.
We have merchandise for the movie on Sonic.
There's a few more.
Suppose I should go home now.
Once I sat down and talked with my dad, his reasons for trying to push his business-oriented thinking onto me started to make a lot more sense. It's supposed to be for my own good, really. I think that might be all that my dad really has to share with me when you get down to it. Really, when you get down to it, I guess he just felt like he had to do something about me, not knowing what I really wanted to do with myself. Could have tried to be a little less overbearing about it, sheesh, but I guess it's not the only one in the family who's clumsy like that. So yeah, that might, his line there may have had a translation error since it's so redundant.
I see.
We've got a campaign that's set to launch during the Revolution Festival with Glory in theaters. Right now, the timing couldn't be better. The new orbital computer I bought arrived today. After I get it all set up, we can hit the ground running. The Revolution Festival is going to be a busy period for us, and the more ducks we have in a row beforehand, the better.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
So we need to go over here. Come on, come on. I brought you some food. The head chef made it himself, so it should be nice and tasty. Oh. What do you mean, oh? Were you raised in a barn? When someone brings food to you, you're supposed to say thank you. Oh. Now you're doing it on purpose. Well, since I'm so nice and mature, I'll let it slide, but only this once. You better watch yourself, Buster. Must she always make such a racket? Sorry, may I take your order?
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Let's see.
So, told me you guys wiped the floor with Almada. I appreciate it. With them out of the way, we can finally turn our attention towards preparing for the Revolution Festival. A number of members of the Liu family will be in town, so we'll have to come prepared with a reception that rises to the occasion. So for a second there I thought this was Geen, but we ran into her already, so she shouldn't be here. Well, Mr. Arkwright, I see we meet again. On another one of your famous strolls? Yeah, you could say that. You two picked an interesting place to have yourselves a little after-party. Thought you were both reporting back to your workplaces. I did, but for once there weren't any new jobs posted, so we all decided to call it a day, and now here I am. That's what happened to me as well. Then we reached out to one another, and as he puts it, here we are. Fair enough, guess I shouldn't be that shocked knowing your shared history, even if I have to wonder if there's more to it. What can I say? Much as I might not be a fan of its affiliations, the food itself's to die for. I love everything about it. Almost everything. They season their stuff a little stronger compared to what you'll find in Longline, but compared to that, there's no other complaints. That's the Longport-style cuisine for you. They like their mala. Sometimes it's good for a change of pace. The restaurant allows us to detach ourselves from our positions, too. It doesn't hurt that it's also a good place to monitor Hayway's movements. Gotta say, I feel bad for Mala. It's the owner. I can't even talk. I gotta say, I feel really bad for Mao as the owner, having a CID chief once effectively an SREC bracer under the same roof. Just one of you in a room puts out a strong presence. Have some sympathy for the woman and try not to get in the habit of coming too often. You got me there. I guess we are a little imposing in a place like this. Suppose we can tone down these reconnaissance missions of ours in the interest of securing any future packs once Almana's out of the picture. She's gonna come out and say it, is she? I agree with Darewolf on this one. Wherever she's up to seems like serious business, but wouldn't poke my nose where it ain't wanted in this instance. I'm guessing this pronunciation. This Koshuiji, together with this Lauju, are something else. I'm gonna have to start bringing clients over this place. Not to mention Estelle and Joshua, Agate and Tina, everyone in Crossbow, and of course Kevin and Rias. Hell, I bet even Cassius, Olivier, and Cheryl would take a liking to this place. I don't know if you're exactly going to be able to invite those last three here. Before I forget, you might be interested to hear that a certain disciple of mine from abroad should be stopping by Edith before long. Apparently she's bringing along a friend with quite the appetite. Maybe he'll get something out of this place if I take them there. Guess Kilka spent her fair share of time in Ereboni and Laboral. Must be how she landed herself that pupil, whoever it is she is. I don't know if her pupil is, what was it, Jessica? How do I get out of here? There. So yeah, we're actually done here. We hit up everyone.
Banner launched. Banner launched.
Couldn't remember what button it was to open this map.
Off we go.
But yeah, I've been at this for an hour and I need a break. I'll be back. Okay, took a break, so hopefully I can pull myself back together, but this is our last area. The festival really is the end of the year, both physically and metaphorically. It's out with the old and with the new. And that means the new model year of cars is coming up. Man, I can't wait. With the CEO of ETWS getting arrested and all, it's gonna change the automotive landscape for the year, no?
Not this way.
Alright, this looks like a good spot for some hawking. Can't ruffle too many feathers, though. Police HQ is right over there. I just know I'll hit it big. This corporate rat race is really wearing people out, and that leads them to spend on stress relief. Sapper is that's how it works in real life, too. The festival's already close to the President's heart, but after everything, I think everybody wanted this to be even more than usual. It's been a big ask for us here at the Forest, but we're taking it in stride. Everybody old and young is really putting their backs into it. We're not going to let some city evildoer undermine this festival, not after everything Calvert's been through. We heard about those Almada remnants swimming around in the sewers. Heard you were there too, helping out the CID. Thanks for that. We've been combing over the place real thorough, so I want to believe we're finally done with them. But you guys seem to have a knack for drawing out Almada, so if you find anything, let us know. I still have a hard time believing the festival is going so smoothly after all that. I mean, I should know I'm helping with the whole thing, but it just doesn't seem real. I'm just glad the people of the city have something to look forward to again. We all do now. This is my first year with the Force. I like to think I've grown a little so far. I had hoped to finish my painting before the festival, but perhaps it might be better to incorporate it into the painting instead. Perhaps this jovial air will shine a light on the tower's true colors, a sight I've never seen before. Just have a feeling in my heart of hearts, I know the tower's up to something. What spectacle does it have in store for me? The only cure for the sake of mine is to capture that essence for good and all. Like, seriously, do we have to hold a black light over her painting to actually see what she's drawing? And even then, do you really want the answers of what that black light's going to reveal? Polanski's right. It really does pay off to step back and look at the big picture, especially at a time like this. The festival is an excellent opportunity to connect with the politicians and string together a network of my own. I don't need to focus all my attention on Polanski. I'd rather find a more agreeable senator to schmooze with. Right, time to put his advice into practice. And just like that, he was free of her.
Guess it's time for me to leave. Welcome to Erland.
I'm just so glad the EGC is still going forward along with the festival. It's part of my life's work, you know, and our theme, Hope, is really relevant this year. Everybody could use a little hope right now. I hope myself that the festival is a sign of better things to come next year.
We have full confidence in our products.
Yeah, that's Anya's as fine as is, I think.
We await your
See,
next
I
visit.
didn't bother with any of the cosmetic stuff here other than Van's headphones there. They're just not really that good in this game, I think. Ronald got busted for extortion last I heard. Guy has the IQ of a frickin' chicken nugget. Wish he'd wise up and cut his ties for good. Damn it all, if I'd just been there back then, he wouldn't be caught up in all this shit. Well, whatever, it's too late now. Uh-oh. That has trouble written all over it. You know, I just realized the musical landscape here has really changed since I graduated. Idols, rock bands, singer-songwriters, we didn't have any of that when I was younger. Then again, I wasn't much for partying in my youth anyway. I was nose deep in the books, trying to guarantee I'd land a good job. Perhaps I should give this new generation of music a listen. You're never too old to be hip and happening.
Gonna eat something?
I really appreciate all those lovely bracers protecting the city. I hope they get to take it easy now. I gotta do my part to help take the load off them, you know?
Hey, welcome. Thanks, pal.
Good work out there, Elaine. You too, Fee. I don't even know how to begin thanking you. Actually, are you two okay coming along? I know you only just got done with all that. It was mostly just talking. I'm good to go a little longer. You really held your own, Regina. I'm impressed. I heard you helped keep Edith safe while I was away. Even you-know-who had some good things to say. I'm sure he was just being nice. I really do depend on him too much. On the topic of you-know-who, was he helpful out at the old capital? He didn't do anything reckless out there, right? Like get himself into trouble? Please tell me he didn't get in your way. I wonder. Is that concern I hear? What? No, it's just... I don't want a coworker making us all look bad. I hope he's doing okay for his sake. I know he's been worried about looking good lately since he's got that promotion lined up. I'm just worried he's acting riskier because of it. Especially with what happened to Ewan. True, bracer ranks are more than just skill. There's a fair bit of luck in the equation, too. But Elvis will be fine, rest assured. Yeah, he looked real shaken when he heard about that Ewan guy. But he turned right around and backed us up the whole way, along with Lahad and Xiaoling. Seemed like proof enough to me that he knows how to focus and prioritize. I see. Well, good. He better be able to clear his head like that if he wants to get to B rank. There it is. Now she's speaking her mind. You know, you're not far off yourself. Why not join him on the job now and then? Well, maybe. I'll give it some thought. Looks like Elaine and the other braces are having an after-party. Thought they all split up after they got back. Not a group I want to stick my nose in, but they might take it the wrong way if I pretend I don't see them. Aren't you? Ah, Van, doing the rounds as usual? Thanks for keeping an eye out. We didn't see anything out of the ordinary on our end. It's nothing, just wrapping up some errands of my own. You ladies take it easy here. Don't go overboard with the hard stuff. Well, if I do end up too sloshed to walk myself home, maybe I can call on a certain someone to escort me. Jin, maybe? You'll take any E4 SPG, right? Ooh. These two are already sauced. Looks like you've got a rough night coming up, Alvis. Please, I'm joking. I would never do something so demeaning. I imagine you're pretty exhausted yourself between today's incident and the mess in the old capital. We've got a brief bit of calm before the storm, so make sure you rest up tonight. Yep, back at ya. Guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if those two got together. Wait, yes it would! Why did I let myself think that? Regina, you blockhead? Girl, you drunk or something? You're all mumbling and shit. The Revolution Festival, huh? Don't think I've ever been before. Gonna get pretty busy for me. I do want to at least bring back some fun stories to tell everybody back home. She was in Class 7, right? No wonder she's got those ties pulling her back across the border. She might as well be a celebrity. I think we're all going to be pretty busy with the festival just 3 days away. Everyone should try to relax, at least for tonight. Even you, Mr. Hard-Boiled Spriggan. Guess she's still salty about me not telling her that stuff. Great. We host many government officials and other VIPs during the festival. Rumsfeld just met with Polanski. We got all our security measures in place. As security, we're here to make sure everyone can enjoy the festival to the fullest. Madam, if you would, the dinner party will begin soon. As your husband's representative, it would be wise to arrive early so as not to tarnish his good name. Whenever the festival rolls around, we get a bunch of VIPs and other influential guests from every corner of the continent. It's kind of exciting, honestly. It's not often you get this many of the world's movers and shakers all in one place. Festivals are a big chance to strut our stuff, and this year's shaping up to be even bigger than usual. I don't know what has all these dogs fired up, man. Now then, I suppose I better make for the hall upstairs. Even with the festival coming up, Edith has its own social niceties to attend to. It does serve as a wonderful opportunity to expand my social network beyond Arasion. But good grief, why must these social functions be exactly the same no matter where I go? I was under the impression Edith was more fun than Arasion. Are the upper crust really as stuffy and sobering as they are back home? Yes, I did get kidnapped, but I got to see that father cares about me, so it was alright. This was a good year overall. Can't have Rummy and the staff picking up after me forever, though. I need to start figuring things out on my own. There's gotta be a better way to tell Father how I feel. Maybe a poem?
That's true.
Unfortunately, the President's obligations will be keeping him away from home for the festival. I fear the young miss is hurt by his absence. She's taken to poetry lately, says it helps put her mind more complicated thoughts into words. I believe their worries will come to pass. They are parent and child. If they are open and honest with each other, all will heal in time. Though as things are now, I believe the young miss is putting on a forced smile. She hides a deep-seated ache in her heart.
Do you need
So
something?
I see where she
Please
gets the
come
interest in
again.
poetry from. So yeah, that was everything in Satan, so let's go knock out the job that's waiting for us. We'll go over to the bathhouse.
Off we go.
I remembered wrong, but I don't know, maybe that was close enough.
Alright.
There's something I'd like to tell you, Spriggan. Please decode this and arrive at the truth. I shall be waiting. Anonymity requested. The hell's this? Dear Spriggan. Doesn't look suspicious, at least. Alright, my interest is piqued. Guess this message here must be the code it was telling me to look into. First task, go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steed descends. So we'll go to Riverside. Injured iron steed makes me think of like the maintenance garage there. Seems innocent enough. Don't know what they're after, but I'll play along for a bit and see what's up. Go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steeds descend. It's gotta be the body shop, yeah? Well, I'm here, now what? Hey, Juniper, Van's here. There you are. Good on you for solving that riddle. You put up the request, then? Nope, not me. Just heard through the grapevine that what was going on and offered to lend a hand. No way, I wasn't gonna pitch in. Pitch into what? Be straight with me here. You can leave all the questions for later. You took the subway here, yeah? I assume your car is gonna be in its usual garage. Mind if I go get it? That came out of nowhere. Y'all should have a key around already since this is where I bring my car to get serviced. What are you up to, though? Nothing bad. Surprise, you're getting a nice free car wash on your dear truck. Uncle here is going to give it his best shot, too, so we'll get her nice and shiny. Okay, thanks for the offer. A little out of nowhere, though. I definitely like that, but let me pay for it. Nothing scares me more than free stuff. I can relate these days, Van. Hey, absolutely not. It's fine. Don't look a gift car wash in the water. But seriously, we don't need your money. Done a splendid job right there of not looking suspicious, you know? Look, Van, don't play hard to get here. You won't know us a thing. Client's already paid in full. So just shut up and get your car washed. Client? Who the hell puts up an order like this? But fine, since you insist, I'll leave you to it. Great, let me go get her. Uncle, better get your butt in gear while I'm away for the best car wash ever. If I gotta. Jennifer immediately left for Old Town. When she returned, she did so with Van's pickup truck, bringing it into the shop. I'm just glad there's no bullet holes. Okie dokie, your baby's here. Leave it to us, she'll shine so bright you won't even need to turn her on the headlights. She'll get a nice new waterproof wax finish on the outside and nice and thorough vacuuming on the inside. And don't you worry about all the small details, Uncle's gonna handle the real delicate parts. Excuse you? Thanks for giving it the works. Might not need to polish her myself in a while with all that. You won't regret it, always nice to work on a car as nice as yours. Well, I suppose I have to give you this now. Here, get going to the next place while we clean your car. Next? Wait, there's more? Second task. On the gateway to our fair capital lies a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man. Okay, I can't remember the name of that department store. Reach him to accomplish this task. Another riddle, and this one ain't any easier than the last one. I'm sure you have questions I can't answer any of them, so don't bother asking and go solve the riddle instead. Fine, guess I'll head to the next spot, though, then. Thanks a bunch, you two. Have a good one. I don't get it. What's the point in getting my car washed? What's this client of theirs up to? But with Jennifer and Bradley in on this, it can't be that bad, right? No point in worrying now. If I want an answer, I'm probably going to have to find one myself. Weston. On the gateway to our fair capital lies a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man. It's gotta be the department store, yeah? But what am I supposed to do here? Might you happen to be Mr. Van Arkwright, sir? Yeah, that's me. I see. Congratulations, sir. You are precisely the 333rd customer to visit our store today. Allow me to present you with a gift in honor of this moment. Sure. It's an all-expense-paid vacation to a bathing facility in Treon Tower. Massage included too, so I believe it'd be a fine way to rest away your weariness. Wait, what? Since when was it a thing to give out stuff this fancy just for wandering in at the right time? Is it not to your liking, sir? No, it ain't that. It sounds amazing, trust me. Then please accept it with our blessing. Allow me to give you this too. Another riddle, huh? Last task. Reach the place in the business district where 3 pillars stand and you can hear the rushing water. I'll await you there. 3 pillars stand. I want to say this thing is a fountain, right? I'll wait you there. Last one, Well, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. That's 2 unexpected but awesome gifts I got now. What's my client's aim here? To put me in their debt? To get me to let my guard down? Man, I still got no clue, but I guess I might as well see this through to the end. Okay, it's not what I was thinking.
Let's do this.
Oh, you just had to go into the hotel? Oh, I would have never got that one with the 3 pillars. I never looked at its logo. You can hear the rushing water. That's my best guess. The hotel has those 3 pillars on the logo. Wonder what they've got in store this time. Welcome to the Maserati Hotel. We've been expecting you. Hey, Rumsfeld. You been waiting for me? Guess that means you got tied up in this thing too. Indeed I did. But first, why not sit down and relax? Surely all this adventuring has made you rather tired. Feel free to unwind while we prepare the grand finale. Well, what's that supposed to mean? Guess there's no point in getting all worked up about it. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Arkwright. And 3 cheers for your efforts. Wait, what? What the hell is this? It's our reward for your tireless work, Mr. Arkwright. Bon appetit. Seriously, though? Adios, did I die the other day? Am I in heaven? There's this mountain of sweets, and it's all mine. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you delighted. It's the least we could have done, truly. Okay, hold the phone for a sec. Without even getting into how the hell I'm gonna eat all this without getting a billion curum, what's the catch here? Not saying I don't trust you, but I kinda don't trust you. It's too good to be true. Too nice. The hell are you getting at? Nothing, Mr. Arkwright. Don't be so presumptuous. Wait, you? You dragged the whole damn city in here for this? That flustered look on your face is just too cute. Well worth the effort of gathering everyone here. Are the pieces coming together now? Why, all these friends and acquaintances of yours are here? No? I mean, I already got your money. You really don't need to pay me back for anything. But we do. We all wanted to get together to show our appreciation to you, the hard-working Spriggan who's helped us all through this wild year. I mean, that's literally just my job. I don't get it. You're my clients, and I'm your Spriggan. That's all there is to it, really. Read the room, you doofus. This is more of a personal way of thanking you. Our thanks transcend Mira, my boy. This we felt was the best way to show our gratitude. We owe it mostly to Briselia, though. She did all the heavy lifting. We thought this might make you happy, and it made us happy to give back to you. We didn't bungle it, did we? You people are impossible. But, thanks. What a day. Aw, he likes it. I'm happy to see that. Well, without further ado, let's bring out his presents. Van and his clients reminisce over tea, his diligence and leadership vivid in their minds. One by one, familiar faces walked up to the Spriggan seat. So, do you remember us, Van? You helped us out with the register issue at our work. Hey, don't go blurting that out loud. Anyway, I gave it all back after that. You really saved me there. We heard you have a sweet tooth, so we got you some cream puffs. We made sure to get plenty. Hope you like them. Ever since you got my wallet back, I haven't lost it again. You've really given me peace of mind. I can live my life again. Thank you so much again for saving me from that stalker. Sure thing. Oh, I'm not here to pay anything off. I'm just here because it sounded fun. You like acting all jaded and glum, but there's the softy side that always shines through. You're having fun, aren't you? Zip it. I ain't asked to have fun. Thanks again for helping with that pendant. If it wasn't for you and your group, I never would have gotten to know Bruno like that. As thanks, I brought you some Engadine from Basel. It's already here on the table, so I hope you like it. Engadine? Damn, you know your sweets, huh? Honestly, wasn't expecting you to just show up in the first place. I hadn't been planning on it, honestly. But somebody wouldn't stop nagging me about it. Do you still remember when I had you look for my boyfriend? I'm happy I was able to finally get closure. I hope Mark did too. So I went and got you a chocolate cream pie. Share with all the others at your office, will you? Thanks for helping us test out our little puzzle game. As thanks, we'd like to give you some gum we're planning to give out as a game reward. This one's a trial run just for you. Come join in on the fun again sometime. Sure, if I feel like it. You taught me a lot about security on the orbital net. I've been a lot more careful since you helped me out. Well, that's good. Glad to hear you're keeping safe. You really helped us out back there. Yeah, I don't even want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't taken that request. We're still here thanks to you. So here's some homemade chocolate for you. We poured our all into this. The real big one is for you, and the rest are for the other people at your office. Make sure to share with them. Make sure to share with them, okay? Of course, I'm not that greedy. Come on. Thanks, I'll dig in later. Thanks for helping my dad. Thanks to you and my son, I've cut ties with that awful place for good. So we got you a cheesecake as thanks. Thank you again for helping out this afternoon. We've still got a lot of stuff to work out, but we're moving in the right direction now. It's all thanks to you I was able to see my grandmother. I just want to thank you again. I got you a famous financier cake from Anchorville. Please enjoy it. I don't know if that's actually a thing or what. Wow, now you've piqued my interest. But honestly, I didn't do that much. A whole cake for some Spriggan like me? Right, I believe we're last up. I apologize for all the trouble. You really did save me there. Thank you ever so much. And, me too, thanks. And allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude once more. I dread to imagine what might have befallen the young miss had you not helped. Okay, I'm grateful. Don't know where the hell I'm gonna store all this, though. My fridge ain't that big. Well, you'll just have to get to eating, then. Honestly, though, lighten up. You keep trying to brush off all this thanks and appreciation, but why? Yeah, you're too old to be an edgelord, man, said the wannabe gangster. Youth. On the subject, the young Mrs. Father wished to thank you as well. He has more in store for you than just the Treon Tower hot spring ticket. He would like to invite you and all of Arkwright Solutions to a gourmet dinner at the Maserati Hotel's restaurant. Wait, seriously? That's a real bougie place, isn't it? Shit, I can't turn that down, though. I've heard legends about that seasonal fruitcake. Wonderful, I'm sure Father will be happy to hear that. Honestly, I feel kind of bad having you guys do all this for me. But, thanks. Alright, I get it. You got the point across. Man, just let us thank you, you old grump. And so the surprise Van Appreciation Day party continued in earnest. All the sweets you couldn't get around to sweeting got carted off to the office. Eventually the party drew to a close after Van mingled with his clients and friends and thoroughly gorged himself. But the day wasn't over just yet. Van met a familiar face as he left the hotel. The ghost? Ah. Goddess almighty, why'd they have to gang up on me like that? That's not right. I'm allergic to kindness. Yeesh, I'm stuffed. Gonna have to hit the gym, feels like. Sounds like a good problem to have. Maybe, but it ain't my style. Big bunch of softies is what they were. Kind of funny, honestly. I always see the dark side of humanity in my line of work. But this was the opposite. Ain't got a clue how I stumbled into something selfless like that. Really? Who's the true softie, the clients or the Spriggan who went above and beyond to give them peace of mind? Oh, shut up. And someone tells me that whole thing was your doing anyway. Am I wrong? Right again. Though the young miss came up with the idea in fairness. She wanted to show her thanks, so she asked her butler to do the rounds. He found this young businessman, you might know him. Name's Roderick. And his face lit up like a match when he heard your name. Yeah, I guess we did hit it off a bit. That led them to me, as I'd already done some research into you on Berzelia's behalf. Figured I'd lend a hand as thanks for how you helped Dingo. That was nothing. Wait, back up a bit. What do you mean you did some digging? Exactly what it sounds like, pardon my nosiness. You're an interesting fellow, you know. Dingo told me a thing or two about you, and I can't deny it got me curious. Might make for a good article. Arkwright the Antihero. Not the man Edith deserves, but the man Edith needs. Well, how am I supposed to keep a low profile if you slap my face on the front page? I was wondering how that kid got all those guys together. That was the trick, huh? Righto. Gotta hand it to her. I didn't think we'd be able to put on that big a party on such short notice. She even roped the department store and that mechanic's place in, too. She's something else. It all worked to perfection. A big old party with enough sugar to put you in a coma. Come to think of it, that would make for a great article, too. I can see it now. I got it. An anti-hero's welcome. Arkwright sheds tears. Arkwright sheds tears, a touching tribute. Would you knock it off with the anti-hero shit? And I was not crying. Whatever you say. If you don't mind, I'll be keeping track of your exploits from here on out. Give a man a break, will ya? I'll have to keep an eye out for him, too. Well, guess a journo's gotta eat.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
So yeah, you have to wonder, why did it take them this many games to come up with something like that? Like, I don't know if the opportunity would present itself for that to actually be like the final quest, but that would have just been like a home run. I don't know if there's like a lot of variation based on other choices you make, but still, that was definitely one of the better quests I've seen, and it's a really simple one. Oh well. Ah, crap. I don't know what the final gifts are, but we haven't had a lot of time to spend with Burgard. Master's heading on his bike somewhere. Knowing him, I don't need to worry, but let's take our freshly washed truck out for a spin. Since when do you own that van? I don't, just borrowing it from a friend who runs a repair joint. I'll say tonight's too pretty a night to waste it riding alone, Master. Mind if I tag along? If your unworthy old student won't put a damper on your night, that is. Alright, you can come. Nothing wrong with a master and his former student going out on an adventure here and there. I'm going to roll down Highway 12, try to keep up with me. You got it, lead the way. You look more comfortable riding an orbital bike than I was expecting. I heard your undying love was to cars, so this comes as somewhat of a surprise. I borrowed one from a friend a few times since they hit the market a couple years ago, but that's about all the riding experience I got. Nothing beats my Ingert, but I'll give you that it's nice to feel the wind in your hair when you're on the road. That it is a fine benefit that only two wheels can offer. Another being that attractive women often strike up conversation with me at pit stops and such like. Well, look who's popular. You really are living it up now, huh? Sure hope I'm like you or President Rocksmith when I'm your age. It is a luxury that only the aged get to enjoy when they are freed from the shackles of obligation that have held them all their lives. Still, there is plenty that only the young can enjoy in life, so I suggest you and your friends do just that. I don't know if I'm really that young anymore, but I get ya. So? I take it they're the real reason you plan to go off on your own. They're trying to keep their distance, but there's 3 cars behind us and 2 ahead. Thought it'd be a shame to spoil an otherwise pleasant evening. I intend to lead them out to the outskirts of the city. Those guns are Zect Arms models, huh? So, you from the company? We'd have to fight you in the underground, even if we've dealt with you in the past. I'm well aware that you've been following me around these past few days. I would assume that is because you have somehow learned my former name. That's right, Roaring Lion. We thought you were finally dead, but here you are, skulking around under some pseudonym. We're here to pay you back for what you did to our company. What did you do? 4 years ago, they were testing a new weapon in an area I was operating in. During the test, local civilians were placed in danger. I then stopped it by destroying the weapon and taking care of their members. Pretty cut and dry, then. Sounds to me like you got what you deserved. Not the best justification to be following someone around. If he hadn't interfered in our test, our company would be seeing even greater success than it already has. So now that he's lost that power of his, it's time he's answered for his actions. And if you're going to get in our way, Spriggan will take you down with him. You are way underestimating my master here. If you honestly think you can take him down... No, I think this may be the perfect chance to show me what you currently know. Do not use your stun caliber. Show me the fruits of your Kunlun school trainings instead. Alright, if that's what you want. It's been a while since I last had to fight hand-to-hand, but here we go. Very good, let's begin. What the hell? How is he still so strong, even without his old abilities? You'll regret this, Spriggan. Ooh, sure put me through my paces. Please don't make me fight people packing advanced weaponry with my bare fists again, Master. Yet you triumphed, did you not? Your current combat style may be a mix of the Kunlun school and Hollow style. But I see that you did indeed fight using only the techniques that I taught you. Of course, if I didn't, this would have all been for nothing. You took advantage of you being targeted to make me remember my Kunlun roots. You could have handled those guys on your own just fine, but you chose to invite me along just for that. Man, you really haven't changed at all. Still, I do hope it went some way to remind you of how you used to be. You looked to the future when you were training under me, more than you do now at least. Well, I'll admit it did take me back. You taught me to be calm and one in spirit with the land and the Kunlun Mountains, to find a way forward using the energies coursing through us. Those teachings are more relevant than ever. Our teachings are more relevant than ever now that I'm working with so many others who aren't so sure where they belong. Indeed, and I hope you always keep that in your heart. Remember what you have created throughout the life you have chosen, and what it is truly capable of binding you. Or what is truly capable of binding you. Only you can face your demons, but I'll do all I can to aid you. For you will always be my student, and I will always be proud of you. I'll do my best to keep that in mind. Thank you very much, Master Barkhorn. Then let us return to the city. I ought to be able to enjoy the journey back with my student much more now that the matter has been dealt with. That's our master, alright. So he's just as good as his unofficial student too, then. I'm not at all surprised, that's simply his way. Once he makes up his mind to guide someone, he'll never turn his back on them. Well, he did a decent enough job in Erosian, so let's hope we can count on him at least a little in the future. Only time will tell if that is truly the case. Together, Van and Burgard made their way back to the capital, enjoying the cool, peaceful night breeze as they did so. They then resumed their respective tasks upon returning to Edith.
You have grown so much.
So maybe there's another gift for him that'll allow us to max him out. Either that or we missed a movie opportunity or something.
What's next?
Let's go with Renee. Renee invited me out for a second round of drinking. Man, hanging out with him really brings me back to our school days. If I got some time, maybe I'll swing by. You going solo? What, were you expecting a swarm of VIPs like with the after party? No, obviously. I just didn't know if Elaine set something up again or what. On the topic, she suggested the venue, right? She did, yes. This place was her recommendation, too. Huh. What, she knows her way around town. There's nothing odd about that. I know, that's not what I meant, just she's still upset, isn't she? Of course she is, after all these years. Man, you've always been like this. You never miss a beat when it comes to anything. I try. It's not easy keeping everything in balance, but the reward is well worth it. That said, it's not exactly a good look for me to attend a social function sans a partner. Well, I'm sure that all fits into your master plan somehow. Gotta scheme your way to the top in this world, and a certain four-eyed demon knows that all too well. Oh, I'm far from done. The road ahead is longer than the road behind. Especially when I consider what or who lies at the end of that road. Damn, you got me shaking my boots with that grin of yours. You almost look like some kind of movie villain there. Please, I'm not that conniving, I'm just shrewd. She's a good person, truly, I mean, I should know. Would you? You were always buried in books and poring over current events. Elaine and I were nowhere near as boring. Unlike a certain Four Eyes, you'd never find us filing paperwork on our lunch breaks. No, you two were too busy tripping over yourselves and averting your gazes. Your little will-they-won't-they routine was top entertainment, you know. Every student, every teacher, we all ate it up. No shit, first I heard of that. Really, you two were the single most popular couple in the entire school. I even lent you a hand from time to time. Elaine had plenty of suitors, but I kept them well clear of her. You telling me I had a wingman the entire damn time? That reminds me. We never did make good on our old promise, did we? What? Oh, right, that. The basketball club back when a certain super sub would come trundling in to fill the gaps on the team. We were in plenty of matches together, but we never did get the chance to face off against each other one-on-one. So I told you we could square off in that intramural tournament before we graduated. Now I remember. Yeah, I kinda broke that, didn't I? Can't bellyache your way out of this one like some old daughter. We will have our match. Back at ya. All that desk work wreck your eyes? I believe I showed you this afternoon how athletic I still am. Let's finish this. Van and Kincaid took the basketball court for a one-on-one showdown years in the making. And as the memories of their high school days came rushing back, their friendly rivalry started to get a little unfriendly. Their no-holds-barred match drew a crowd of ballers and neighbors from all around, marveling at what they saw. The seconds wound down, the buzzer at the ready. He hit that from the parking lot! Nerd beat him, I can't believe it! Man, that blue-haired dude could really ball too. Shit, nothing I could do. Wait, when'd the whole neighborhood get here? I might have gotten a little too into that one. Damn, man, I thought I had a chance there, but you had me locked down at the end. I do still practice on my days off. All that desk work will wreck my eyes after all. You held up pretty well yourself. Perhaps there's something to be said for the jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, master of none's better than a master of one. Been a while since anybody called me that. Takes me back to when I just joined whatever club I could for spare cash. You know, that ain't too far from the work I do now. Maybe that's how it started for me. That line of work suits you well, I'd say. In a way, I think school helped us all find our paths to walk. Elaine the Bracer, Van the Spriggan, and me. Not to sound like a broken record, but you really want to stick your nose in that business, huh? You're staring Gehenna in the face, Renee. You know that, right? You don't want to make Elaine even more worried than she already is. I'm well aware, trust me. And you could stand to take that advice, too. You've got something self-destructive written on your face. I'm glad we got to see each other one last time. Good note to wrap things up on. Well, am I wrong? No, I know well what lies ahead, and I know that it won't be pleasant. But I'll make sure not to get too detached from my bonds. I will always cherish our friendship. Don't you forget your dreams either, or why so many people gathered at that bistro to pay you back. You're special in your own right. Get a load of the young master here handing out speeches like candy. But fine, if it helps you sleep at night, I'll watch myself. And I'll try not to bore you with my lectures going forward. I think I could use another round or two. Care to join me? Now you're speaking my language. The old friends made some lighthearted small talk over one last round of drinks, and after that they went their separate ways into the night.
Seems you've grown a little. Maybe I can rest a little easier now.
I don't really think that was worth it. So, before I put the break in the video, we're dipping back in the hotel, see if Berzelia, or whatever her name is, has anything different to say. I'll have that cake sent along to your office, Mr. Arkwright. I do hope you all enjoy it. Thanks much. Hope that'll fit in our fridge. Rummy, Roddy, and I thought up that cipher. I'm glad you stuck with it and figured it out.
That's true. Taking off now.
I think he was up here.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store. Our stores have a wide variety of fine...
Riverside, the garage.
Taking off now.
Leave him eating dust. I know you're just as pumped for this as I am. Did you enjoy Van Appreciation Day? But it was cool. Wish I could have joined. Come on, don't call it that. It's embarrassing, even if it's not that far off. Thanks for washing my truck, and sorry you got wrapped up in all the appreciating. Don't mention it. Least I can do for a driving buddy. Don't worry about taking her back. I'll drive her home once I'm done with the shiny new wax finish. I doubt it'll take much work. She seems to be taking pretty good care of it herself. Can't have her throwing a tantrum. Nice wax finish can't hurt. So yep, there you go. Really nice way to wrap up. Huh, we can't go there. That's where Judith is talking, if you don't remember, but really nice way to wrap up the day. So when we pick up next time, we will be moving forward in the story and seeing what the next day holds. There may be more rounds to be had. We'll have to wait and see. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.